So if you know, I'm pretty sure this doesn't work in 32-bit float, which is a big problem if you're using this for events or different things. But for recording YouTube videos, it's fine. The Zoom M3 is the shotgun mic I bought because it has 32-bit float and it's fantastic as a shotgun mic for what I needed. But that left a hole in my equipment where I didn't have any lavaliers or anything like a small mic that can clip onto people and can be used to actually talk and, you know, have it more inconspicuous, and especially more than anything, have a focused audio track. Because the shotgun mic is good and all, but if you have background noise, like if you're in a place where there's a lot of people talking, it doesn't do nearly as well. And that pretty much goes for most shotgun mics. And yes, there's noise cancellation. There are different things. But again, you don't want to rely on all those. You want to try to get the most clean and crisp audio as much as possible. So this is the Comica BoomX. And you're actually hearing the audio throughout this entire video. So this is what it sounds like when I'm talking into it. It's very small, as you can see. This is like the size of my hand. Roughly what it's like. And this is one thing that I'm really psyched about. I'm really excited because it has a few things going for it. Now, I'm not gonna test everything in this because I'm not as much of a technical person. I'm just kind of like talking about it. Not sponsored or anything. I'm just talking about it because I really felt like it was worth the money to get it because I'm upgrading stuff as I go. So I'm kind of taking you along with the journey. So some things that are worth mentioning about the Comica BoomX that I found was amazing for it are a few things that are comparable and a few cool features that I don't think are on any other mics that are available right now. So let's talk about some of the similarities. First up, it comes in this little box here. Pretty much the standard for any mic now, any small like portable mic. This is the charging case. It has a nice like leathery material all around here, and right where my thumb is right here, there are LED lights that tell you when it's fully charged or when it's low on charge. Got a USB-C port on the back and the Comica branding here. One thing I do like is that they kept it pretty minimal. Like you can see if I turn around, this is the front, top, bottom, and back. There's really no branding on it except for the actual logo, which I'm fine with. It doesn't really matter to me that much, but I like having things a little bit more minimal. I'm just glad that at least it only has one place that it's there. So you open this up, and obviously I have the receiver on the camera so you can't see it, but I'll put a picture of it or like some kind of clip or something that you can see it. So we have the receiver in here. You can see the lights just turned on when I opened this, and we have the other mic in there. So you get two of these mics, like these small ones right here, that are fantastic. Now we also have like the side to put the receiver and everything, so everything goes in one. You don't really get any wind muffs as far as I know, but you get pretty much everything you need right off the bat. Now the other thing is you're gonna get this little pouch here, which has like this sealing, which I'm pretty sure is AquaGuard. So that's a one big plus because you don't have to worry about your gear. It's like a nice leathery material too. This can pretty much be resistant to anything, and it's like it feels premium. Also, just side note, I'm not covering the box or anything. I'm just talking about this thing because you're gonna carry on this a lot more. The box just had pretty much all this, more or less. I don't think I missed anything, but you know, the box was a little bit stored on mine, but I don't care. This thing works really well. So you open it up and you can see in here, we have this orange flap right here, which is where you actually put the storage box, like the box I just showed you. And that's big enough for it. It doesn't look like it, but it is. We also have two little bags here where my finger is, and this holds the wire that goes to your camera. And then this also holds the charging cable. So you can put everything in here. It's pretty all-inclusive, and it's not even that big, basically the size of my hand, and I kind of don't have big hands either. And we also got some little netting and stuff in there to help with some of the actual like portability and putting small stuff in there, but you can see that it's pretty good. Now, just so you all know, it was about 265 Canadian on Amazon. There are going to be different places that you can find it. I just found it there to be the best, and you can get it wherever you feel is necessary. So now let's talk about the mic itself. Now, obviously I'm not going to show the one that I'm talking on because it'll give you really bad audio. So this one shouldn't be on, so we can talk about it a lot. We have the Comica branding here. So I wish it was a little bit more like, you know, subtle, but it is what it is. It has the same leather material as on the case as well. So you kind of get that premium feeling whenever someone holds it, whenever a client holds it. So it's still good. We got a clip on the back that's fairly good. I don't think it's going to break as long as you don't force it. It still feels pretty solid. Like it's like a nicer plastic / metal compared to others where it might just be plastic. We got the charging ports on the bottom. Mine are still covered. I haven't needed to like deal with that yet. We got the on switch here, and then we got a mode switch. I'm pretty sure that's something else. I will have to look at it. I'll put on screen just so you can get an idea what it is, because I don't even really know about it. This kind of like first impressions and just very basic breakdown, but this button does something too. And then we got the recording button if you want to record internally. So if I'm not mistaken, this records internally as well. But the biggest reason is that's 32-bit float, which I used and I am using to record this. Now, the receiver is also great because it has a dial that basically lets you go through all the options. If I'm not mistaken, it's not touchscreen, but if it is, I'll put it on screen now. But it has its awesome like stuff in it. You can change all the settings. Like you can go from, I think, 24-bit and then 32-bit float. You can see the monitoring. So like if I actually had it turned around right now on the camera, or if I was standing behind the camera, you can actually see the volume meter, and you can see how it's working. You can change it to mono, stereo. You can change it different ways. And I think you can even like put some data into it to help you organize it a bit. Keep that in mind, that take that last one with a grain of salt, but that's what I looked at and saw seemed like you could do it. But that being said, it is still a fantastic option for a budget-friendly lavalier 30-bit float mic. And like I said, you're getting 2 of the mics inside, so you don't have to go buy like something that only gives you 1 or multiple ones unless you really want to. I think this offers a bunch of different things that are very good for anyone who wants to just get the right thing right away, that you don't need to really upgrade for any time in the near future. Y'all can see I also have the blue light on this, which means it's on and it's just connected to the receiver. So if it's flashing, it means it's not connected and you have to connect to something. And yeah, overall, you've been hearing the audio the entire time of this video through this little Comica BoomX mic. One thing I did forget to mention, which I think is a big thing if you need it, is going to be 2 different ways of actually recording. You're going to be able to record in omnidirectional, which is all around. So like if like around my head was the actual pattern or like the audio pattern, then omnidirectional is all around. And then there's going to be one where it's more focused, which I think is cardioid, where it's listed in the receiver. So you have different options for that, and it actually makes a difference because you can cut out certain noises compared to having all the noise around you being like recorded and being used in the video. So like if you're outside, for example, you might want to have omnidirectional versus something whereas when you're in a quiet little room, you don't want all the echoes, you might want to have something more targeted. Just certain scenarios. Depends what you want, depends how you want to do it. Also, one thing that you should also note is that on the top of the mic here, you see this little hole here where you can plug in a lavalier mic. I didn't do it for some of the clips I might be putting on screen as the video is showing, but yeah, this one you can put a mic in to even make it more conspicuous. But honestly, the mics are very good for what they are, even without the lavalier mic attached. So you have a variety of options. And like I said, I think it's a great option if you're starting out. Just so you're not getting any bias or anything, I'm also going to put a clip on screen right after this because I am in a room which is not audio treated, but it is still pretty quiet. So here's a clip of in an office, like a medical clinic, where I actually did use it for a project pretty much soon after I got it. And it worked pretty well and it seemed to get all the audio that we needed. So here's just a quick clip of that.
Wanted to talk about our BTL bus tour that happens once a year. It was last week. We had an amazing turnout.
That being said, this is the Comica BoomX in a nutshell. There's more technical videos out there. There's more stuff online that you can see. I'm not a technical person, so I'm not going to be listing all the like stuff that you can learn and do about this on your own because it's just not me. So that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see another cool one, look at this one over here or check out the channel right over here. Also, if you want to see more content or hit me up in any way, let me know over here. It'll be somewhere on screen. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helps some of you. Hope to see you next video. Peace.